It is a very cold January morning, but that is not going to stop us from getting our garden started. Grab your coffee, grab your tea, grab your whiskey if that's what you're into, and let's go ahead and get this started, y'all. What we're going to need, we are doing this from scratch. So we are going to need our trays, our compost starting material, markers, seeds. I have a dirt sifter. I have my Neptune's Harvest Organic fertilizer. And yes, I have litter boxes. Yes, litter boxes are very helpful. There has never been cat litter in those litter boxes, by the way. First, our trays. These are PropTech trays. I got them from Haas Tools. The trays that I use are 338 cell trays. I have 10 of these bad boys, and I have 10 of the under trays that go along with them. The reason I do this is because I have a 3,000 square foot garden and I have a lot of seeds to get started. So with these 10 trays, I can start 3,380 seeds in my basement. So say you're in New York, you have a very small space, you can buy one of these smaller seed propagation trays and just use one area, and that's more than enough for if you are in a small apartment just doing this for yourself. This is the first thing we have. Next, I use Vermont compost because I like it and it's organic and it does really, really well with the plants, especially when it is supplemented with Neptune's Harvest. And this is 1 capful for like a gallon of water. You don't need a whole lot. I have my garden markers, which I got off of Amazon. Everything will be linked in the description below. Some of them are affiliate links, some are not. And then I have the seeds that I'm going to be starting for this series here in January. Also, because I have trays that have such small holes, I do have a dirt sifter, and I'm going to sift the compost because I need it to be fluffy and to fit in the smaller holes. If you have a normal tray, you probably don't need to sift dirt. And last but not least, I bought a freaking catchy. Because the one thing that you are most definitely going to have an issue with, if this is your first time, are fungus gnats. They are tiny, they are gross, and it's dirt. You're using dirt, you're adding moisture, you're adding fertilizer, you're gonna get little tiny flying insects. This will catch and kill them. That's it. That's all this does. It catches, it kills them in the dark. So when all your lights are off in your grow area, this will turn on and it has a little light on it that attracts the little buggers, and then they fly in, they get stuck on a glue trap, and they die. I'm tired of gnats. I live in the middle of nowhere. We have gnats everywhere. I have these things all over my house. All right, that's our basic. From here, we are going to go into the basement, into the scariest room in the house. Like if y'all thought the pantry was bad, the serial killer bathroom is where we're going to be growing our indoor starts. Yes, that is not being remodeled before this. So it's terrifying, but that's where we're going to start our growing at. And let's go check it out. I told y'all it was scary. Down here we have our grow lights, more grow lights, 2 adjustable shelves. Over on this side, I don't know if you can see it. Right there we have another adjustable shelf which may have some plants on it, but I'm intending to use that for storage. I have different sets of grow lights. Just over the years I've collected them, and these 4 are specifically grow lights, and they were $60, I believe. I'll have to double check. But then I got these right here, which we are going to be setting up, and there are 10 lights in this box, and I got this box for $60 as well. Any type of LED lights are going to be perfectly fine. They do not have to be specifically grow lights. It's just light. Some plants care, some plants don't. I have done this with all types of lights, and it has never been an issue if they were not grow lights. These are my Amazon basic shelves down here. And I got the black ones that are adjustable because I don't have much. I have plenty of headroom in here. Normal height people do not. Like, they will bust their head. I'm short, so I have plenty of height and plenty of room. However, these are 5 feet tall, so they will easily fit in here, and our plants will go on them along with our lights, and they're adjustable. So when we set these up, we'll be setting our trays on there, and we can move the shelves down away from the shelf above it where the light is going to be attached. This room also has a door. So even if a cat does get down here, it's not going to be able to do anything and get in here and do bad things to my plants.
All right, let's go ahead and get our box open and pull everything out. The original plan was to have the shelves up at the top of the poles so that I could easily maneuver them down. However, you will see me skip really fast through that part because it did not work and it was completely unstable. So we are going to put the shelves starting at the bottom, and we are going to go 7 inches apart. These rods have little marks on them where you snap on the clips. So the 7 inches gives us enough room for the bottom tray, the seed tray, the lights, with about 1 to 2 inches in between the seed tray and the lights. That way our plants don't get super stemmy. These also have adjustable feet on them to make sure that everything is level, which will be very important when you are watering your plants. Now is a good time to ask you all to subscribe if you are enjoying this video and to turn on notifications. Please give this video a thumbs up if it has helped you in any way, and comment down below if you have any questions about what I'm using, how I'm using it, or if you need some help setting up your grow room. I am more than happy to assist where I can. Don't forget that everything that we're growing is linked down below in the stand store. Hope you enjoy, y'all.
Sitting on this floor, but let's get our plug in. Zip ties. And just knowing where I want them is helpful. I can actually pop these little guys off. Take my zip tie. He's gonna have to go this way. So we're just gonna have to twisty him, which is fine. And then I'll clean up the zip ties with a pair of scissors. He twists, so we're good. All right. Do the same for the rest of them. That I have to use zip ties or string or something like that. Whereas I believe the other lights that I have, the 10-pack came with chains. At least I hope so. That's what I read in the description, so we shall see.
Clips that I have just zip tied to the wire rack do clip onto the lights. They are adjustable and can move back and forth. It's not super simple.
Have them plugged into the power strip. And then this guy goes here. And turns on. Yay! Then we have to go to the other side and do the next. We just connect this one to this one. I'm at a weird angle. I know it fits in here. I'm not an idiot. I swear. Then we go back over to the other side and connect this one to this one. But I already know I need to connect this one to this one, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. One side at a time. So that one will go there, through here, over to here. All right, now let's go back to the other side. All right, so we need to connect this one to this one. Voila, we have light. And we have our first grow area. So let me grab a tray and show you how this is gonna work. So we take our tray. Oh, I got a double tray. Hold on a second. And we slip them right underneath. And because these shelves are adjustable, we simply move our lights up and move the shelves up as our plants grow. All right, so what we have on the bottom here is actual grow lights. These 4 lights cost about $60. And then right here, what we have is like garage workshop track lighting. And I'm not too impressed at this point, so I'm probably not gonna link these until I know they actually work as expected. I mean, they're putting off quite a bit of heat, which will be helpful, but they just seem really flimsy, and they're actually meant to be put into a ceiling. So let's get one of these out. They are packaged very poorly as well. Like everything's just falling everywhere. Like all of the things fell out of this one. So I have to cut that off. Open it up. And yeah, this is all just pretty cheap plastic. And then we have our plug on this end. They do plug into each other. Oh, let's get that in there. All right, so let me get you up. Oh, let's show you these. And it comes with these. And what I have done is I am hooking them to the wire rack and hanging the lights with these because they're actually meant to screw into a ceiling. But we're not doing that because we don't follow the rules around here. All right, our last one is going to go right here. And our plug comes in over here, so we need to make sure our other plug goes on this far side. So I'm gonna flip it around, my plug around. And you wanna make sure that this silver goes up because there's a dark spot here and you don't want that dark spot around the plant. Is take my chain, take it under my light, and come up through my wire rack. And then I'm gonna hook it in right there. Voila, that side is done. And take it under, take it up here. Takes a little bit of maneuverability. And make sure we got it even and in the hole. In the hole, I said. And for a little bit of extra security, I'm trying to get the hook onto this wire rack. Just to make it a little sturdier. And then we take our plug end right here. Whoop, I am setting on the screwdriver. Okay, we'll just set on the screwdriver. And we plug it in right there. Now we have continuous lighting throughout, except for the very bottom ones are not connected to these guys. All of these guys connect to each other. All right, and that is a basic grow system setup. Now to get the last little bits set up that we need. I can't see anything. It's either too bright or not bright enough, and I'm blind all over the place. So I know that one of the first things we're going to start are peppers, and peppers will need heat mats. So got my box of heat mats, and I'm going to grab 2. And I have been collecting these heat mats for a very long time. It's taken years to get this many heat mats. But I will link the ones that I have down below. I don't have the super fancy kind. I have the normal heat mat kind. And I'm just going to make sure the plugs are at a place where it's not going to mess with the trays. Let's get that through there. Unfortunately, these are not like the lights. And they don't connect to each other. So you need a lot of plug holes. But I am at least going to keep it out of the way by stringing it underneath. And I'm already confused on what cord is what. Okay, here we go. And I have my heat mats. And these do not have an on-off switch. So I'm going to wait to turn those on until I actually need them. But we have our grow lights. We have heat mats. The other things I'm going to start do not require heat mats, so I don't need them for those. But we will be able to fit 1, 2, 3, One, two, three trays here and one tray over here. So I can at least start 4 trays of seeds as I collect more lights. Again, not really digging these lights right here. These I like. And I may invest in more of these. It will just take some time because they are a little bit more expensive. And as you can see, it takes 4 for one tray. I am probably going to supplement the light with my spider lights just to give it a bit more, because I think it's going to need it, because I do not trust that these are going to work all that great, but we'll see. They're getting a little toasty. So I'm going to shut everything down since nothing's growing yet with my little button. Oh, that got dark. That got dark fast. And this is why I have a light up behind us, because I like to be able to see in the dark. All right, let's finish getting the rest of this stuff set up, shall we? So, some of the miscellaneous things you're going to need. One, I did buy a catchy. I'm figuring out how to use them because there will be fungus gnats. No matter what, there will be frickin' fungus gnats. And I'm going to have a deterrent this year. Also, you will need a fan because you need to mimic the outside. This fan is for when your plants start to grow and you have the humidity dome off. They need that movement so that they can be strong and you don't get the weird stemmy things. That's also another reason we have the lights so close to our trays, is because you don't want your plant reaching for the light. You want it to be right on top of it so that it does not get all stemmy and weak and then die when you go to harden them off outside. You'll probably want some storage just because we gather lots of things. If you are doing this in a basement area like I am, I would not suggest keeping your seeds in the basement. You can't keep the temperature steady. And the seeds that I have kept in the basement did not do well. We are also going to be moving in it's not a gas heater, it's a oil heater to help keep the temperature up, since it also is a basement. My husband has his 3D printers and everything on the other side, so that side is kept warmer. And that's why I figured we'd use this, because nobody's using this as a bathroom now. Anything else? I think that's it. That's a basic grow room setup. You have your trays, you have your lights, you have your heat mats, you have your shelves, and that's it. That's all you need. You don't even need a bug catcher. You need a fan. You do need a fan, but you can get those for like 10, 20 bucks at Walmart. And you're good to go. It's done. This makes me happy. It is not beautiful, no, but it's functional and it works. Maybe this summer when we're on Hell's front porch, I'll come down here and I will overhaul it like I did the pantry during last summer's front porch hell, where you just can't breathe outside. All right, it's time to start some seeds. I will see you in the next one.